Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com in the US. Today it's my April Christmas card. I'm getting excited about this. First I thought I was crazy doing 12 months of Christmas, and now I'm so excited because I love to take an everyday stamp set and try to make a Christmas card. Not all of them are everyday stamp set, but that's a lot of my focus. So this month I'm using Snailed It. If you are new to this series of Christmas year-round, here are the ones from the past. So this was my January. I used the Circle Celebrations and Winterwood. I had done a bunch of this. I absolutely love this Circle Celebration for the moon, and I thought that was perfect. Then I got, I don't know which one, it's February, March. This was February with the sunflower. So yes, so far I'm using everyday stamp, and I'm going to try to keep it that way. So I used the sunflower one with the glitter in the back, and then with the foil at the top. So very country-ish, this one. I love it, and it was in the good taste. I got all the links right below. You're going to have the direct link for this blog post, and I get all the one if you missed them, okay? And this was last month with Forever Fern. See? So if you're not don't want to do Christmas card year-round, all the cards pretty much, you just have to change the greeting and maybe the color a little bit. And most of them you could just change the greeting and have a birthday card thinking of you and so on. So for the Snailed It, I'm using 3 stamp set, and really the main stamp set it's Snailed It. I'm using the Itty Bitty Christmas for thinking of you. This stamp alone got more ink on it than any other greeting. I love the font in this. I love that it fit in a circle because that's what I like to put my greeting pretty much. And this year I thought was going perfect with the snail with all her package on top, hoping that your busy year come together in Christmas cheer. So this is a buckle card. See? Boom and boom. So I'm going to share how to do this buckle. It is simple to do. It's just the recipient is he or she going to be able to open it? It can be tricky for them to know, okay, pull on the tab, right? So first, I want to share how I color the shell of the snail. So this one is green apple, granny apple green, I should say. And this one, it's crumb cake that I use, and use a little bit of crumb cake and a little bit of soft suede with this one. So let me share how to do the shell of it. So first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to take my dark soft suede, and I'm going to do the line. We're going to have to come back, but that helped me a little bit. So I just do the line outside where it was, you know, where the lines are. So I go more towards the outside. So that's going to give more shadow, put it that way, and more definition of this snail shell pattern. Also, I took the center here and went around. Here we go. Now, I'm going to use the light soft suede, and I'm using the brush, and I'm just going to do here and there. I'm not color the whole thing, and that's what make a lot of character in this shell. I want it to be more like a marbleized, and that's how I came to do this. So again, if you're not into Christmas, maybe you want to do snail card for another occasion, well, this technique of coloring the snail, I think going to give you quite a bit of character. So now you can see how blah it is, right? Now I'm going to take the dark crumb cake And I'm gonna color a little bit here. And just here and there. I'm still gonna keep some white, okay? See, I'm just adding a little bit, and I'm keeping the stripe the way it is. Now I'm gonna take I think I didn't bring, that's the light crumb cake. Okay, my ivory. Now I'm gonna take the ivory and I'm gonna do my lines. Now I'm gonna color everything. You know what? I want a little bit darker. Let me use the crumb cake just a little bit here. And I'm gonna go back on top. I just want a little bit darker. And I think that's what I done on the other one. It's so hard to remember what I do, because when I use blend, I just go to town with it. I just mix the color. Now I got my ivory, and we're gonna color everything on top with it. So now it's going to blend those things. And first you're going to say it's very Mod Podge, or what. When it's going to dry completely, that's where you're going to see all the nice marble in it. Okay, after I was done with this, I went back with my lines just a little bit. So now you can see the shell, how marbleized it is. Is that fun? So just one little last step. I took the point brush, the writing brush, or the point brush. So we get the brush, oh, it's a word for that, now I'm blank. The painter's brush, and then we get the fine tip. I'm using the fine tip and just a little bit on each side. So that really gonna make it stand out even more. I don't know how much you can see in the video, but this little extra step make the shell look very different. Here we go. So now we are done with that. So we're gonna assemble our card. So one more thing. My little white mushroom here, I just use the ivory there. You can use the light crumb cake or the ivory, and I just add on one side a little bit, just give like more definition on it. Here we go. It's just to add a little bit. It looked dark, but as it dry, it go way lighter, okay? Blend go lighter as it dry. I'm using the Forever Fern, the Designer Series paper, Forever Greenery. I'm sorry, that's the stamp set, the Forever Fern. The stamps, the paper, and I'm using this print for the first one that I did, and today's video I'm using this print. I use quite a bit of this for Christmas card. I love the greenery. I think it go perfect for Christmas card. The Designer Series paper, 5 1/4 by 4, and all measurement are on my blog. Right below you get the direct link. That's the same place that you can catch on all the one that you miss. So every month I bring you a new Christmas card, and the reason for that is because around Christmas time I had many people that was in the panic mode. Their card was not done, and I did a survey and asked the people if they would like Christmas card year-round, so they can do maybe 10, 5, 15 each month, and then when come Christmas they're not stressed. So that's how all this came around for the 12 months of Christmas. Now I'm taking the classic label punch and I push that all the way down, and I go in the center. Voila. Now this here, I like to put it with dimensional. And the reason why I like to put it with dimensional, it's easier to pass your buckle in. So let's bring dimensional. One thing you want to be very careful about when you bring your dimensional here, You don't want to go too much around the out, so where you get less space. You don't want no dimensional there, because you don't want it to hit the dimensional when you're going to pass the buckle. So I'm going to put that here. But then on the same token, at the bottom you can, because it's going to lift it up, because it's going to slide in this way. And then we're going to, so that make it easier to slide your buckle. That's why I like to put my dimensional here. Now let's put that on the card front, and the card measure 11 by 4 1/4, score at 5 1/2. So it's cut on, I call that a 10 card, okay? But it's going to be on the other way, but it's cut like for the stand-up card. Whoops. Here we go. Now we're going to put that. So your opening, okay, this open, so 4 1/4 by 11, score at 5 1/2. The where you punch out going to go to the left, to the left, to the left, and it's just a tiny border that we got. Now this one here measure 5 1/4, and you're going to score at 3/4 inch by 2. 2 by 5 1/4, score at 3/4 inch. Reinforce that very lovely. You're going to pass it through. Now you're going to go right at the edge of your card, so then you know it's going to be straight and it's going in your opening. Open this, don't put your inside yet, and you're going to put your glue on the tab here. And I like my liquid glue for that. Keep it shut. Okay, push it all the way in though. You want to make sure it's pushed all the way in. Now, excuse me. Now we can open this up, and then we can put our insert. So the inserted stamp with the whole olive, I had an extra strip, I just put it there. While this one here, I put 2 little mushroom. So whatever worked for you. Every card don't have to be exactly the same, right? And now we're going to put our insert. So that's the reason why you want to put your insert after you put the buckle, so you cover most of where you attach the buckle there. So the inside is done. Now we're going to slide this here. I got something here. Here we go. We're going to slide this in. Now we're going to take our red. That's where I'm going to put the red at the top. You want to add adhesive diagonal, and then maybe a little bit there, a little bit there. Nothing at the points, okay? And then I counted the center, it's about 4. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I know I'm about the center. Oops. That don't look right. Here we go. Okay, now that we get this one, we're going to take a green one. And if you're wondering where that die come from, that's all with the Snailed It. So we get the die cut for the snail, and then I use this and my little mushroom in there also. Now we're going to take this one. You can put glue all over, okay? But we're going to slide it under this and the banner and the buckle. The reason why I leave it there, so then I can hide it completely, but when you open it up you see it. So I'm going to put that right there, push it at the bottom there, et voila. Now you can push it down, so then it worked perfect. We're going to take our thinking of you. We're going to use 2 glue dots. You want to put one more at the top and more at the left. And the reason it's because that's correct. You don't want to cover your opening because then it wouldn't slide. And then I'm going to bring that right here. Voila. And then we're going to take our little snail here. And I'm going to put dimensional in the back of my snail. And if you say, why it's all colored there? When you color with blends, it's going to go through the cardstock. That is normal. It's alcohol based, so it's going to go through. That's why you always want to color anything on a card before you assemble it, okay? Now, oh, I love the green snail. Love it. So now we got this. Now we can open this up. And we're going to put our mushroom. And that, I'm going to use adhesive sheet. I didn't cut it with adhesive sheet. So I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue there. Going to put and this is cherry cobbler. And then I got the white that we had a little bit of color there. Here we go. Going to put one right here. And then another one. So I was thinking those little mushrooms are my Christmas tree. Okay, I went too happy here. Let me here we go. And then right here. And now we see when it's done. Voila. And then this here, you're just gonna slide this right in. Boom. And then boom. Oops. So now you see why it helped a lot with the dimensional in the back of this layer. So then you really can, you know, you get it's lift up to slide it in. That make a big difference. I had cut another mushroom here that I thought maybe to put inside this one to bring some, oh, you know what, that's going to look lovely. So this one, the other one I had the little mushroom. This one I'm going to add this, the bigger one in the cherry cobbler, and we're going to put that right here. So then it carry over that snail thing. Is that a fun one? I think it would be fun for the grandkids, the kids, so on. But you see, you can turn your Snailed It to be a Christmas card. I think with the gift, that was perfect. So right below you get the direct link if you want to see all the one that I did from January on. And every month I will bring you a new Christmas inspiration. Hopefully you start your Christmas card. When the holidays arrive, you get less stress or less on your plate. Right below is the link. If you like what you see, give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe right below. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Bye-bye for now.